Thank you for joining us. In our first story, Director of Academic Planning at Gimpa Business School, Dr. Ebenezer Manu Afful says that continued agitation against the Governor of Bank of Ghana could dwindle investor confidence in the country. According to him, the situation indicates weak systems. He believes the governor should resign to save the country from further economic downturn. The central bank in 2022 made a loss of about 60 billion cedis, according to its auditors. It also recorded negative equity, hence the call by many for the governor and his deputies to resign. However, the Director of Academic Planning at Gimpa Business School, Dr. Ebenezer Manu Afful, is worried the situation could lead to a decrease in investor confidence in the country.
The demonstration of the minority against the governor will discourage investors, both local and foreign. They will not have confidence in the financial system and, for that matter, our currency as well. This will lead to a reduction in investment, and that will lead to a reduction in stock, the performance of the stock market as well. This is also a sign that they are not strong, weak institutional framework, and lack of confidence in the financial system. That would also discourage even potential investors from investing in the Ghanaian economy even in the future.
He also called on the governor to respond to the calls and resign to save the already suffering economy from further deterioration.
I would suggest, if I were the governor of the central bank, is to resign honorably in order to restore investors' confidence. It is better for him to resign to restore the confidence in the economy than to stay in there, and that will not augur well for our economy.
That was Director of Academic Planning at Gimpa Business School, Dr. Ebenezer Manu Afful there. Now, according to reports by the Africa Center for Energy Policy Research, Ghana suffers an annual loss of over $739 million as a result of illicit financial flows. This staggering figure underscores the severity of the problem and its detrimental impact on the country's economy. According to the Ghana Revenue Authority, illicit financial flows pose a significant challenge to Ghana's efforts in revenue mobilization. It hampers the country's ability to generate the necessary funds for development and public services. They divert resources from public spending and can cut into a capital available for private investment. The African Union has defined illicit financial flows as money that is illegally used or transferred. Away from that, a crypto expert has urged for regulation on cryptocurrency in the country. According to Chief Operations Officer of Yellow Card, Jason Marshall, crypto is hugely traded in Ghana in the formal space. He noted the need for governments to formalize the space in order to rake in revenue.
The cryptocurrency market in Ghana is massive already, and companies like Yellow Card have only a tiny percentage of it. Most of the industry in Ghana is the informal market. People are buying and selling massive amounts in cryptocurrency from Telegram and WhatsApp groups, as well as from P2P marketplaces that are based offshore. We know there's massive volumes. We think those channels aren't the safest and securest. And we don't think we hope that's not the future. We hope the future is something that can still provide the value, but also have some more controls and oversight and regulation, which we welcome. But the opportunity is huge because the problems are huge, right? It's bad. It's hard enough and expensive enough to send money from the UK here or the US here. Sending money back and forth from here to Cote d'Ivoire and Senegal or Kenya is painful and expensive.
That was Jason Marshall, a crypto expert and Chief Operations Officer of Yellow Card. Now, an energy analyst, Dr. Yusuf Suleimana, has blamed the challenges of Tema Oil Refinery on political interference by successive governments. He noted private investment into the refinery is key for efficiency.
TOR indeed required investment. And the reason is that TOR requires investment because of two reasons. Number one, we need to inject some bit of capital into the system because the system has been idle for quite a long time. Number two, I think we just need to have some efficiency being injected into the refinery. The reason why we don't have efficiency in the refinery is because of so much interference in the day-to-day running of the refinery. And I believe if a private sector partner with the refinery, I think the external hands will be diluted in terms of their ability to be able to interfere in the day-to-day running of the refinery.
Dr. Yusuf Suleimana has encouraged government to involve workers of Tema Oil Refinery as it seeks investment for revamp of the company. He was reacting to the demand by workers for the dissolution of the board over the Torenko deal, describing the process as lacking transparency.
And so when Toronto came on stream, and everybody was so happy, we gradually noticed that things were not moving right. Even if the government wanted to use Toronto as the sole partner with Tor, I think the way they are going about it is not the right way. What they should have done is to have worked out a model to bring the workforce on board. If they really want the refinery to run, they have to get a solid management body in place with a business-focused MD who will be given deliverables to deliver and some KPIs within a time frame, and then stay off the interference on the day-to-day running of the refinery. The workers have brought forward some kind of grievances. If we actually want to move forward, let's put their grievances on board and see how we can address that.
That was energy analyst Dr. Yusuf Suleimana. Also, the Food and Drugs Authority has revealed over 6,000 products have so far been registered under its progressive licensing scheme since its inception. The CEO of the authority, Delise Mimidako, made this known to the sidelines of a training program organized for our outfit by GIZ on manufacturing regulations. Michael Ogbodu has the rest of the story.
The Progressive Licensing Scheme is a Government of Ghana initiative being implemented by the Food and Drugs Authority. It seeks to introduce a three-stage licensing regime to support small business units to improve on the safety, quality, and wholesomeness of their products.
Since we started in 2020, we've got about over 6,000 products registered on the Progressive Licensing Scheme and over 3,000 companies that we have registered. You know that we are dealing with startup companies, and the idea is that no matter where you are manufacturing from, we will allow you to start once there are no safety implications to your product. And we will register you and give you a license and then help you to move up to the next level.
Madame Darko further added that women have been major beneficiaries of the scheme since its introduction.
I'm happy to say as a woman that at least 70% of the entrepreneurs are women and who are starting up their business. So it's been very good.
That was a report by my colleague Michael Ogbodu. Now take a listen to how the city is faring against major trading currencies and how some of our key commodities are faring on the global market.
On the interbank foreign exchange market, where banks trade amongst themselves, the dollar gained 6 pesos and it is selling at 11 cedis 23 pesos. The British pound also gained 7 pesos, selling at 13 cedis 67 pesos. The euro gained 8 pesos and it is selling at 11 cedis 86 pesos. However, be guided that these figures will be higher at a forex bureau near you. On the global commodities market, price of cocoa is down by 0.90%, selling at $3,400 per ton. Brent crude oil is down by 1.89%, selling now at about $84 per barrel, while the price of an ounce of gold is down by 0.08%, selling at about $1,820.
That was an update from the Forex and commodities markets. That will be all for Business News on Sunrise. For more business stories, please check out our website, 3news.com. I am Manu Afful. Stay tuned. Sports News is up next.